Guys, does anyone support Delhi Capitals? Now, recently I was thinking like how fast is the IPL is growing. So like I was looking into some statistic or reading some articles to find out how fast is the IPL is growing. Bro, this shit is growing fast. But the main question for me is when are Delhi Capitals gonna win the title? It's been so fucking long. They haven't even won one yet. And this season, 2023, 5 games in, 5 games lost. So I'm not even watching it. I'm not even gonna watch it, bro, because Delhi Capitals are just shit, bro. I remember when IPL first came out in 2008. I used to support Mumbai Indians growing up, like for the first 3-4 years of the tournament. I remember the 2009 final between Mumbai Indians and CSK. I was watching with my sister. I was about to fall asleep, I remember, and it was like a last ball finish. I think Karen Pollard was batting. So like I have fond memories, and like it's been how many years now? 15 years. I'm 22 now, and I remember watching when I was 8 or 9. So it's crazy. You know, the IPL actually in 2010 became the first sporting event in the world to be broadcasted on YouTube, bro. And I remember I used to be in school in UK. Me and my one of my best friends, we used to watch during a lesson. Like we used to hop on. We used to have our own laptops, so we used to go on YouTube, watch the matches. When CSK were playing or something. This was back in 2012, so it was still on. They would still show the matches on YouTube, bro. It used to be so much fun. And another thing I've found out that 80% of the world's cricket income actually comes from India, like through IPL, international cricket, through India, 80% of it, and the rest of the 20% comes from the other countries. So like India has such a big fucking influence on the world's cricket. Like we already know that, but when you look at the numbers, it's actually fucking crazy. So I'm like, wow. And the viewership for IPL is around 700 million. So every year, around 700 million people worldwide, majority of them are in India, watch the IPL. That's a big number, bro. And it has the least number of games and the highest maximum amount of viewership. So it's crazy. So what does like the future of IPL actually look like? So I was wondering like how is the IPL gonna look like in 5 years time? Will it look like Premier League or? So I was reading some articles on it, and then the BCCI, the Cricket Board of India, are already looking to make the league bigger and stronger by increasing the numbers of game to 94 matches in the next 5 years. So that probably means they're gonna add another 2 teams. So it's like it's gonna continue to grow, bro. It's gonna look like Premier League in England, just a different sport. And I'm like excited to think about it. Like, whoa, it's gonna be a big tournament. It's gonna be longer. It's gonna be 3 months long, 4 months long, 5 months long. So the plan to add another 2 teams is gonna be in around next 10 years, according to various articles. Yeah. And there's another possibility. The IPL could have 2 tournaments, one in India and one abroad. So that means they would play in India like during summer, and then they would play in another country. Like South Africa, remember in 2009 I think it was, they played IPL in South Africa and it was successful. So they might like to get people around the world, give them the opportunity to watch the match. So that's crazy, bro. But from the viewer side, from like my side, from your side, if you love the IPL like me, are we gonna lose interest? Or like, if you think about it, if there's more games, if it goes on for go on for longer, like right now it goes on for 6 weeks around there, around that time. But what if it's extended to 8 weeks, 12 weeks? So it's gonna be potentially 2.5 months, 3 months long. I mean, in terms of that, you could lose interest, because if it goes on for too long, then you're just kind of getting bored. Because the IPL, whenever it comes, is 6 weeks long. But I think the younger generation, younger fans, are more likely to prefer the IPL over the international cricket, just because of the time and the transfer side of things. Like, it's very exciting when before the tournament starts, players are getting bored, players are getting sold. For me personally, that's like really exciting. Like, who are Delhi Capitals are buying? Whichever team you support, you're gonna think, you're gonna search, you're gonna look, you're gonna follow to see who's coming in, who's going out. So that's very exciting. So if you have a bigger tournament, more players gonna get more opportunities, more money gonna get involved. So I would personally, from my personal view, I would like the IPL to be extended. I think it's just more fun than international cricket. By the way, Test cricket is my favorite format, so I think that should never go away. Without Test cricket, cricket is not gonna be the same, bro. So Test cricket has to stay, but they could limit like 50 overs. I think that's a bit boring. I don't watch 50 over. T20 international could be limited, because an IPL is same as T20, right? But I think it's just more fun, and I want IPL to look like the Premier League, which is already doing, but just a shorter format. I want it to be a longer format, so the majority of the year I want players to be playing domestic, like IPL or Big Bash, Big Bash. The Indian players can't play there, can they? Oh yeah, another point. No Indian player can play in other leagues, unless, you know what? I was reading this. Indian players can only play in other leagues if they permanently retire from the IPL and international cricket. That's a bit brutal, right? So there's no competition for IPL from the other leagues, because, bro, if Indian players can't play in those leagues, they can't compete with the IPL. Simple as that. So I would like the IPL to grow, man, because it's just crazy to think how it's gonna look in 10 years' time, with more teams, more cricket, and also the technology, man. Like, the high definition cameras, and especially the chatbot. I think that it's so cool. When you interact with the fans, when you ask the question on the bottom of the screen, or who's better captain between Rishabh Pant or David Warner, and then fans have to vote for the poll and stuff. I think that's fucking cool, man, because that keeps the viewer like me engaged, even though I don't participate in it. Maybe you do. So, and like other technology, LED stones and spider cams, that's just been coming in, and it's gonna keep increasing. Like, technology is not gonna end. So I was wondering, like, what does the BCCI does with all the profit? Because the advertisers on the board, when you're watching the match, and on the side there's advertisers, they pay around £150,000. So that's 15 lakhs, between 15 lakhs to 18 lakhs for a 10-second advert during the IPL. 15 lakhs to 18 lakhs, that's like, how much would that be? Like £150,000 to £200,000 for 10-second ad. So it's crazy money, man. And then you think about the ticket sales, you think about the merchandise. Like, I think 50% of that has to go to the BCCI, the Cricket Board of India. It's crazy number, bro. And you know what? Mumbai Indians is the most valuable franchise in the IPL at 1.3 billion. It's valued at 1.3 billion, and that's more than some of the MLS team and Major League Baseball teams in America and 27 national hockey teams in North America. Bro, the numbers are crazy out here, man. I wonder what's the valuation of Delhi Capitals. I'm more interested in Delhi Capitals, bro, because that's my team. So it's probably gonna be around 800, around there, $1 million, something like that. But ultimately, the growth of IPL depends on the fans like me and you. The more we engage, the more we watch, the more it's gonna grow. So to keep the tournament growing, the fans have to be satisfied. They have to be engaged. They have to be happy with what they're watching. And I think the younger fans like me and you, they want the competition to be increased. More teams, more players, more games. I actually don't watch international cricket that much anymore, unless it's like India versus Australia, or Australia versus England, India versus Pakistan, or if it's the T20 World Cup. That's all I watch, because it's so long, you don't even get time. Most people are busy like me and you, like we are working, we got this, we got that, so you don't even get that time. So at least IPL, you get 4 hours, you get to watch your favorite team, especially like I'm from Delhi, so it's like, for me, I want to watch them play. I've been supporting them since 2013, and we still haven't won IPL, like, yeah, just in this season, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, but ultimately, it's the fans. I would personally want the IPL to keep growing, more teams, more players, and let's see where it goes, man. I wonder how it looks in 10 years' time. But I love IPL, man. I'm fucking attached. I'm attached to that tournament, and I hope it never goes away. Hope it just increases, more matches, more it goes for it, because it only runs for 6 weeks right now, so it's not even that long. So I would like it for at least 2 months, 2.5, 3, possibly longer. But let's see, man. Thanks for listening, man. Come on, Delhi Capitals.